everybody, I'm Jesse, and welcome to another edition of Gen X Thinks. And today I'm going to talk about what I think we can expect over the next couple of months. But before I get into that, I'd like to give a shout out to a couple of our subscribers. They contribute a lot to our comments, and I think they deserve some recognition. Tom Kirkimo. Thank you, Tom. I appreciate the time you spend in the comments and watching the videos. It means a lot. Thank you. Desert Stone Studio. Thank you. I sincerely appreciate the time you spend in our comments, contributing to our discussions. I just want to say thank you very much. Now, on to what we can expect. I've been seeing a lot about the Senate. They're already starting their shit. They're calling a secret special vote for the Republican leadership, and basically the obvious choice for the voters who voted for Trump would be Rick Scott. Now, there are a couple more rhinos in the running, and they're trying to get one of those rhinos in there to forestall everything Trump tries to do. I don't know their names, don't care. But the thing is, they want to do this in secret. They're trying to do this in secret. They're trying to do it quickly and quietly, and they want their votes to be anonymous. So that way, because Trump won the popular vote, and so all his constituents want Rick Scott to be the Republican leader. But if they go in there and they vote the wrong way, they're going to get in trouble with their constituents. They won't get reelected next term. So they want it to be on the hush-hush, right? They want it to be secret, an anonymous vote, so they can go back and tell their constituents, "Oh, I didn't vote for what's his name. That was those other guys, those other gals. They did that, not me." So basically, so they can lie to their constituents and deny, plausible deniability is what they're looking for with this anonymous vote. And if they do elect one of those rhinos, it's just another roadblock for Trump and his administration. It will impede him selecting his cabinet for, I think, up to 2 years. They can stall him. So it's not a good thing. It's just more petty, behind the scenes, in the shadows, snaky political bullshit that they do. And this is the thing with everybody, all of the people who are against Trump. None of that happened when Biden got elected. Nobody balked him. No, they didn't pull all this shit behind the scenes. They just went on, let him conduct his business as usual, the way it should be done. Nobody was on their phone screaming and crying. They think because they cheated, and we pointed out the fact that they cheated, they think that's us crying and throwing a fit. No, y'all cheated. That's all it was. Y'all cheated, and we pointed it out that y'all cheated. So that's their big thing that they get to point at and scream that we were crying. That cheating on an election is illegal. To point out a crime is not crying. We weren't on our phones screaming and literal tears running down our faces and balking at allowing Biden to do anything. No, he went in there on day one and erased everything Trump did. He went in there and selected his cabinet, business as usual. Within the first, month of being in office, he had his cabinet together. Nobody balked him. Nobody stopped him. So that's the difference. Normal, common sense, everyday people, we just want the thing to run efficiently. Whoever's in charge. If the people vote and our side doesn't win, we take it on the chin, we move on. Now, the other side, the side aligned with the powers that be, the deep state, whatever you want to call them, they fight tooth and nail, and not even a stand-up fair fight. They fight tooth and nail behind the scenes. They want to hide and throw poison darts and you know what I'm saying? All this just duplicitous, snaky, sneaky bullshit that just makes me sick. They don't even want to stand up in a fair fight and say, you know, we're going to stop you. They want to do it behind the scenes because they know what they're doing is wrong, and their constituents will throw them out with the freaking garbage. All right. And this is just the first week after Trump's been elected, and they're pulling this shit already. So if you can make your opinion known to your congressman that Rick Scott needs to be the Republican leader, then that's great. And we can definitely expect more of that kind of shit behind the scenes, in the shadows, trying to forestall everything Trump does, trying to slow down everything he's trying to do, but without letting us know that they're trying to do it, because they know we want him to do it. The vast majority of the population voted for Trump. I'm talking about, and Gen X was the big leader in that. We came out, and along with us, surprisingly enough, it was Gen Z. Yeah. I pick on Gen Z a lot, but they come out and voted for Trump, voted for freedom of speech. They voted for America. They voted for patriotism. Gen Z did the right thing. And the thing is, I still got to keep picking on them. I can't stop. I got 2 Gen Z nephews that I love, and I gotta keep, I can't let up on them. So yeah, so Gen Z's not gonna catch a break from me, but I do applaud them for voting for Trump. Latino and black men, they also came out and voted for Trump, which is awesome. And of course, our Amish. We love the Amish on Gen X Thinks, I ain't gonna lie. The Amish are awesome. Them and their raw milk fighting with the FBI and voting for Trump. You can't not love them now. You can't. You gotta love them. So they'll never see one of my videos because they don't believe in technology, but but they've got my respect. So back to what I was saying was that the shit they're gonna pull on the left over there with the deep state and all that, the powers that be, it's all going to be this from behind the shadows. They're never ever going to just stand up and say this is the way it is, y'all. This is the way it is. And because they know they'll just lose their job the next day. Now those idiots over there in those Democratic sanctuary cities, they can jump up and say, we're going to take your guns. They can do that because they've got a bunch of idiots voting for them that want to take some guy's gun who's in rural Montana. I'm not going to go down that road trying to figure that one out. But those kind of politicians in those kind of places, they can come out and say stuff like that. But I'm talking about the rhinos in, out of the red states that are secretly trying to undermine Trump, but they can't come out and just say it outright. Tell their constituents, we're going to stop Trump, because they know that they'll lose their job. So where does that leave us? And just the nature of them, if you look at history, recent history, and look at what they are doing and what they've been doing, and they're just snakes. They're not stand-up people. They're not honest. They're snakes. They can't defeat common sense with honesty and integrity and truth. They have to lie, be duplicitous. So they just can't do it. It's impossible. If they stand up and tell the truth, they're gone. Their career is over. We've got, I don't know how many millions now of illegals in our country. I don't know how many of those are, let's say, bad actors out of countries like China and whatever, Iran, whatever country you want to name. How many of those illegals are out of those kind of countries who could be highly trained? I'm just saying it's possible. It would not surprise me in the least to find out that, 20 years down the road, through conspiracy theories and stuff, that these people were brought in on purpose, given maps and detailed instructions and all this stuff to pull some stuff in America to cause chaos and undermine Trump. Maybe even prevent him from being inaugurated. I don't know, but that is the type of thing that they would do because they could plausible deniability. That wasn't us. That was those illegals. I said, look here on this clip right here, I said we need to secure the border. So as they let millions of people pour through, that kind of stuff. They're going to pull all kinds of bureaucratic crap to forestall, to scare and harass. And I honestly believe that they're petty. They're just petty and spiteful, like children. I think they want to show us. They want to show us who's running. And that's the thing. We just have to remember, if you watch my video from yesterday, we need to remember that we have the power. All we have to do is refuse to comply as an entire group, as an entire nation. No. Just no. And they have no power. They're useless. There's nothing they can do about it. Remember that. Just remember that. They're going to try to scare us. They're going to try to undermine Trump, if not derail him completely, get him completely out. I don't know how possible it would be for them to take him out, because he's got to be, unless he's a complete moron, he's got to be, driving around in an armored tank and the highest level of security possible on the planet. If I could keep him encased in, 8 feet of iron and steel and adamantium and titanium until inauguration, I would, just to keep him alive. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully he's tightened up on that kind of stuff. Also, we have to remember that they still have their hands on the lever of the economy. So they can just crash it whenever they want. They can just fly this plane right into the side of a mountain anytime they want. And I would not put that past them. Literally, I wouldn't put anything past them. Anything at all. Anything that happens will not surprise me. I'm ready for it. I know they're gonna pull a bunch of shit. I do not know. I'm almost positive that there is no level that they won't stoop. I just don't know what level they're going to be able to stoop to. What their capabilities are right now. And nothing will surprise me, basically. Whatever they do, the only thing we have to worry about is the mind games of who they're going to blame it on. Trump got shot at. Oh, it was Iran. That was the thing that came out. It was Iran. Now, who's going to be to blame for whatever happens? It was Russia. It was Trump. It was, Barbara Walters, Ghost, whoever, whatever. They're going to blame it on everybody except those who are responsible. Not only that, they're going to go after Elon Musk, RFK. They're going to go after they're already going after Elon Musk, and they've been going after RFK for his entire his entire professional career. They've been after him. At least RFK is used to it and he's aware. Elon Musk, I don't know. Elon Musk and Trump are billionaires, but I got to think that there have to be, in all my entire lifetime, there have to be at least a couple of good, super rich people, right? Not all good people have to be poor. There have to be a couple of them that are okay, that want prosperity and freedom for their children and for America, for all Americans. So I want to believe that. I want to believe that Trump and Elon Musk are fighting the good fight, let's say. Now, at the same time, I'm Gen X, and I reserve my Gen X right of a healthy dose of skepticism. I reserve judgment on them, and after they die and their epitaph is written, they were this way all the way up until they died, then I'll say okay. But there's too much stuff going on in the world to say that one person is going to be this way all the time. You don't know if, somebody's family could be threatened and they might, change their minds because of extortion or blackmail or whatever. So I have a healthy dose of skepticism. Less so for Donald Trump because they've already done all that to him. They've done everything almost that they possibly could do and brought all his dirty laundry out, and he just doesn't give a shit, and neither do we. So that's another thing to watch out for, though, is for them to start attacking his closest advisors or whatever. I don't know if they're going to be part of his cabinet yet, but we'll see. Elon Musk, RFK, Vivek, Tulsi Gabbard, if they're going to start attacking those people as well. So those people need to be very careful as well. And of course, not just physically, but in all kinds of ways. They could throw the lawfare at them. And that's already happening with Elon Musk. And I'll leave you there with that. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and comment. If you'd like to become a member of Gen X Thinks, I'll put that link down in the description. Or you can go over to the channel page and become a member that way. If you'd like to support the channel, you can do so by clicking on that super thanks button down there. I sincerely appreciate that for those of you who do it. Thank you very much. Or you can hop over to Buy Me a Cup of Coffee and buy me a cup of coffee. I'll put that link down in the description as well. Thank you to those of you who do that. If you're interested in Gen X gear, you can go over to Redbubble and check out what we have over there. T-shirts, hats, coffee mugs, stickers, that sort of thing. Gen X Thinks and Gen X branded stuff. Pretty cool stuff over there, and I'll leave that link down in the description too. If you can't or don't want to support the channel in any of those ways, you can always do so by sharing these videos on your social media. That helps out a whole lot. Thank you very much. I appreciate those of you who do that as well. If you have any ideas for future episodes of Gen X Thinks, please put those down in the comments, or you can email us, and the email's over on the channel page. And as always, especially over these next couple months, stay frosty, Gen X, and I'll see you on the next one.